Hey, 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 Maximizers! Welcome to my live. If this is your first time watching me, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Crystal, aka Krista Maximizer, and I am a content coach. And I help product based business owners make more sales by creating consistent content. What I mean is, I help them create content so they don't have to run ads and they do not have to hire influencers. I have been coaching on Beyonce's internet since 2019. I started my business in 2018 and I started off teaching women how to coupon, teaching women how to budget, teaching women how to strategically save money. In 2020, I accidentally became a business coach because my clients were like, "Hey, Crystal, teach us how to start YouTube channels, teach us how to start businesses." And I accidentally became a business coach. And you know what happened? I absolutely fell in love. I fell in love. So for about 3 years, I was forward facing. Hey, K Marie Speaks. Thank you so much for joining. Forward facing, I was teaching women how to coupon. Behind the scenes, I was teaching women how to start and grow their businesses. In 2023, I had a 33-year-old crisis. And I was like, you know what? I want to be a business coach. Why? Because nothing bad happens when women make more money. My clients were doing some great things. I was helping women do something in their lives that they didn't think was otherwise possible. And I was like, you know what? I want to be a business coach. Like, I want to be known for helping women make more money. So in 2023, I decided to be a business coach. Hey, Fresno girl, thank you so much for joining. I started a brand new YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris. Make sure you go subscribe to it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to be a business coach. But in 2024, I struggled a little bit. Besides the fact that I was dealing with life, I was like, you know what? What is my secret sauce? Because there's hella business coaches out here. Like, what am I really helping my clients with at the core? So I looked at how I helped my past clients. I looked at what I really did really well for myself. And the answer to my question was content. I was a content beast. I posted over 2,000 videos on the internet between my 2 YouTube channels, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I've gone live over 1,000 times. 1,000 times I've gone live, over 1,000 at this point. And from all of that content that I have created, I've been able to make close to $400,000 on social media. This year, I will surpass the $400,000 mark. So in 6 years, I've been able to make close to $400,000 from selling my coaching, from getting brand deals. I've done 4 and 5 figure brand deals. I've earned money from affiliates. I've earned over $35,000 from Google AdSense, and I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars selling my coaching. Hey, Claudia, thank you so much for joining. All of that to say, I am a content machine. What I've helped my clients with the most, I help them be consistent. I've helped them with their content, and I've helped them make more sales. So literally, I am a content coach. What I do really, really well is help women figure out a way to make money from their content. There's so many different ways that you can make money from your content. So in 2024, I said your girl is a content coach. So I am running with it all 2025. And my specialty is teaching you how to sell on live. That is what I do. That is what I do really, really well. I help my clients go live and make sales. But in order to go live to make sales, you have to create consistent content. So it's like steps along the way. So what am I here yapping about tonight? Tonight, right now, I want to talk to you about how to pick your content topics, how to pick your content ideas, how to pick what the heck to talk about in your pre-recorded content and your lives. One of the biggest questions I get is like, how do I sell my product? What type of content should I be creating? And I have a list of like 12 ways, ideas, things that you can do to come up with content ideas, because the key that has made me hundreds of thousands of dollars is I created content that built an audience of people who wanted to buy what I was selling, and then I sold to them. What digital products have you created already? I don't sell digital products. I sell coaching. Okay. I sell coaching. What do I mean? I sell one-on-one coaching, me and you. I've sold group coaching. I don't sell digital products. I sold one course. I've sold pre-recorded masterclasses and things of that nature, but I don't sell digital products. This is not a live about digital products. This is a live about teaching you how to create content topics so that you can sell your products. Does that make sense? So regardless of what you sell, you need to come up with good content. Even if you're doing affiliates, and when I say affiliates, I mean TikTok shop. If you are doing Amazon affiliates, anything where you are promoting someone else's product or service, you need content ideas. Why is this important? Because I am sick and tired to death of seeing people like, buy my lotion, putting their product with pictures. Putting their product with a music and having their product floating. Buy my lotion, support a small business, support a Black business. No, that is not the way to get sales. Okay. So tonight, right now, I am going to share with you about 12 ways that you can pick content ideas. Before I dig in the rabbit hole, I need to know who's here. Let me know where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country are you watching from, and what do you sell? In the comments, let me know, what do you sell specifically? What is your product that you sell? Me, I sell one-on-one coaching. Actually, right now, it's my birthday month. My birthday is next Saturday. I will be celebrating all month long. I am offering a 60-minute coaching session, okay, for the low. That's what I'm selling right now. It's 60 minutes one-on-one, me and you on Zoom. Ask me anything, get help with anything in your business. Okay. That's what I'm selling right now today. 60-minute one-on-one session. It's only $135. Regular price, it's over $200. But you get me on Zoom, only eyes on you, for $135, which is an absolute steal. So that's what I'm selling. I'm selling a 60-minute one-on-one coaching session. What do you sell? Where are you watching from? What do you sell? And I'm in Orlando. I didn't say that. Okay. Kay Marie says, I'm chiming in from DC. Hey, I am from Baltimore, so nearby. She says, I'm an author, so I'm selling my Pratter That Travels ebook, paper book. My Pratter, your product. A travel ebook, paperback. Let me know if that's correct. Claudia says, what if you don't have a product? Are you a business owner, Claudia? Are you a business owner? Or why are you creating content? So the other day I was on live and there was someone on here and she was like, well, I'm not growing. And I'm like, well, what's your purpose for posting? Do you have a business? No. Do you have something to sell? No. And I'm like, so if you don't have a appropriate purpose for posting, why would somebody want to follow you? You get what I'm saying? You got to have a purpose for being on social media. If you're just posting to post, you most likely won't see growth because you don't have a goal in mind. Claudia says, no, she's not a business owner. Okay, so do you want to create content? Kissimmee. I live in the Central Florida area. Want to have an idea to build from. So are you looking to start a business, Claudia? Are you looking to start a business, Claudia? Kay Marie says, Prayer That Travel. Gotcha. Okay. Prayer That Travel ebook and paperback. Okay, cool. That's awesome. Yes. Okay, cool. So if you want to start a business, some of these ideas can help you, but I would definitely encourage you to, number one, check out my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris, if you haven't already. And number two, if you really want help starting a business and you're in a place where you're like, I'm ready to sell, I would definitely encourage you and invite you to purchase a 60-minute coaching session with me. What is this 60-minute coaching session going to do? I am going to help you brainstorm. I'm going to give you a worksheet, and I'm going to help you figure out what business you should start by taking an idea from your brain and turning it into a business. So if you book that one-on-one session with me, we could spend 60 minutes figuring out what business do you actually want to start, and we'll reverse engineer it all the way back to what problem do you want to help get solved in the world, because the best businesses solve a problem and or offer convenience. So number one, check out the YouTube channel. But number two, if you actually want to get results, if you actually want to get results, you actually want to just not have it be an idea and you actually want help and support around it, I would love to help you. So grab this session. These sessions are not going to be around long. I don't offer 60-minute sessions. I'm only offering them because it's my birthday. So to get a session, all you got to do is go to KristenMaximizer.com/birthday sale. It's linked in my profile. It's the first button. You can click it. And the sale ends on February 18th, and there are limited spots available. So they are first come, first serve. Once they're gone, they're gone. After that, you're going to have to book a 90-minute session or work with me for 6 months. Those are the only two options. But I'd love to help you figure out what kind of business you would like to start. If you're enjoying the content, tap the screen. Thank you, Dee. I appreciate it. So Again, where are y'all watching from and what do you sell? And thank you for those of you who have commented already. I appreciate it. Okay. So we're talking about how to come up with content ideas. Your content is your marketing platform. As a business owner, you have to think about your content as like a billboard. Think about your content as a commercial. Think about your content as your business being shown to the world and also showing them why your product is the best product to solve their problem. People pay to solve problems every day. And you just telling me, like, could you imagine if somebody was like, buy my t-shirt, buy my t-shirt? And you're like, well, why do I need your t-shirt? Why is your t-shirt different, right? You have to do a little bit more than that. So these 12 ideas that I'm going to share with you are going to help you be able to share the best parts of your business, the most important pieces of your product that will let people know, this is why I should buy from you. This is why I need your product to solve my problem. Okay. So let's dig in. First things first, very easily. I feel like sometimes when people start businesses, they forget the basics. They think they have to dive straight into like this. No, you need to start very basic. What is your business? Okay. What is your industry? Okay. What kind of products do you create? Most of these content ideas are going to have nothing to do with what you're actually selling, because the secret to all of this, and I'm jumping around, but bear with me, the secret to all of this is the why helps people buy. The why is the reason that people are going to buy. Okay. So before you can even get into your product, you just simply need to tell us, what is your business? What is your industry? And what exactly do you sell? Simple. You're not saying buy it. You're just letting your audience know. That's 3 type of videos that you can create. This type of content you can create every month. I forgot I put the washing machine on, man. I heard a noise. I'm like, the washing machine. Yeah, it's the I'm like, what is that noise? The washing machine. What is your business? What is your industry? What do you have to sell? This is actually what I call connection content. Connection content literally helps you connect with your ideal client. I'm going to do a live later because I've been getting this question a lot. A lot of people are saying, how do you attract your ideal client? And I say it's from connection content. Okay. So what is your business? What is your industry? What products do you actually sell? Just share that information organically. Okay. Next big one, you can talk about this every single month, damn near every single week if you like, your why. The why is why people buy. Sometimes people will buy from you just because they connect with you on a level that has nothing to do with business. I've had women buy from me because I was a Black woman, because I was a young Black woman, because I was a mother, because I answered their question, because I shared my story. I shared the vulnerable parts of my story. They bought from me because of that. They were like, I just bought because I really enjoyed your story. I really enjoyed how helpful you were. I really enjoyed understanding why you started your business. So the second way to pick some content topics, why did you start the business? Why is this business needed? Why is it important? I started my business because I knew since I was like 9 or 10 years old that I was going to be a business owner. My earliest memory of selling something, I was in elementary school. And y'all remember loose leaf paper from middle school and high school. I had loose leaf paper. I had me, my sister, and my cousin. We got some crayons. We colored God knows what on this paper. We folded it up accordion style. And I was like, we gonna sell fans. A loose leaf piece of paper with holes in it. We folded it up accordion style. We went in the parking lot of our neighborhood and we were selling. This was really, we should not have been doing this. We were stopping people in their cars and flagging them down and selling fans. We knocked on our neighbors' doors. Y'all want to know what? We sold out because Little Crystal had conviction. We gonna make some money. My mother will always tell me when I was a kid, if I asked for something, she'd be like, you need to get a job. And I'm like, I'm a kid. I can't get a job. Like, no one's going to hire me. And I got fed up with her saying that to me. So we made Fans in the Street, and we sold out. Fast forward to a couple summers later, I'm in middle school. My mother comes with the whole you need a job thing again. I'm too young. No one's going to hire me. Me and my sister decide to sell. Well, I dragged my little sister along because she's 4 years younger than me. I was like, we're going to make a snowball stand. We're going to sell frozen cups because we didn't have a solid frozen cup lady in our neighborhood. And the snowballs was expensive, and you had to walk to the snowball stand, and they cost a lot. So I made frozen cups. If you don't know what a frozen cup is, the most sweet Kool-Aid you can ever make, and you put it in a styrofoam cup in the freezer, and then you sell them. They would go for 25 cents. So I was like, what we're going to do is, since we don't have the juice for the snowballs, because we ain't have all that, I said, we're going to make a frozen cup, and we're going to put 2 frozen cups in the blender and just blend it so it could be a slushy. That's going to be the snowball. Baby, for 2 summers, me and my sister sold out. We was making $15 to $20 a day. When I tell you that I filled up my mother's freezer, and then my aunt lived around the corner, we filled up her freezer. I said, y'all can't buy meat for the summer. My mother had like a slither of her own freezer to buy meat because I was like, I got to make frozen cups. Like we were making probably 30, 40 frozen. I was going through a pack of cups every probably day and a half, a pack of cups. And it was like 30 in a pack, 50 in a pack. I would go to my aunt's house. I would make them. Once they would freeze, I would send somebody over there, go pick up the frozen cups. I would make another batch of Kool-Aid, refill it. Like I did this for 2 summers. Now, granted, we were making like $20 to $25 a day. But to a 12-year-old, if I'm 12, my sister's 8. Girl, we was making bank until the following summer when I was able to work under the table and get a job. This is all important because that is where my hustle came from to be a business owner. I saw that I could think of something, sell something, and get some money. I was like, okay, Crystal, I can do this. So I've known that I was going to start a business since I was a kid. I just didn't know what that business was going to be. Did y'all like my story? Tap the screen if you were like, interesting. That is my deep level why. Okay. I started it because I knew I was always going to have a business. I also started a business because I wanted time freedom. I wanted unlimited earning income, and I didn't want to work for a 9 to 5 forever. My sister says I have a problem with authority, which she's probably halfway right. I don't feel like it's a problem of authority as much as it's like some people be in leadership roles and they not with us shooting in the gym. So they make rules for us people on the bottom, and it makes our jobs harder. So that's the problem with authority that I have, when they don't truly understand the scope of what the work entails. And then they make all these rules from the ivory tower. And then they look at you crazy when you're not performing because you're like, so say I wanted to be the boss. I want to be in charge of me. So that's the other level of why I started my business. I want time freedom. I want unlimited earning income. And I want to be able to work to the best of my ability. Okay. That's why I started my business. And I know a lot of women, a lot of men, a lot of people can relate to that. Yeah, she said, I can relate. See, so when you share your story, okay, other people can relate to you. So when you think about hiring a business coach, I'm about to be top of mind for you. You're going to be able to tell a story about me just from listening to my content. Make sense? Why is your business important? When I first started, my business was important because women was out here going to every store, trying to do every deal and buy things they didn't need under the guise of couponing. When in actuality, they were spending more money than if they just would have went and bought exactly what they needed for regular price. So when I started, that's why my business is needed. Today, right now, content coaching is so important. Coaching, period, to business owners is so important because coaching helps you get to where you want to go faster. Coaching allows you to be supported as you build something that's potentially brand new. It allows you to have accountability from someone who is invested in your business. It allows you to ask questions and get support as you build something amazing. Okay. All the greats have a coach. LeBron got a coach. Steph got a coach, okay? And not just the coach of their team. They have a personal trainer, someone who is helping them one-on-one. Yeah, it's a coach of the team of all of them, but all of them pro athletes, they got a man or two or three or five that's helping them get to their level of greatness. Like, we see LeBron, but you don't see all them coaches that was with him shooting in the gym. You don't see the person that was giving him them rebounds back. We all talk, rest in peace, Kobe. Y'all, they talk about how hard Kobe worked. Okay? We saw Kobe working that hard, but there was a coach, there was a trainer, there was a mentor, there was someone helping him get to that level of greatness. He didn't get there by himself. So if you want to get to where you want to go with help, you need coaching. It's important to you. Here's another story. When I started my business, I bought some courses, I did some group programs, no serious coaching. I got fired from my 9-to-5. Okay, another part of my story. I got fired from my 9-to-5, an almost $80,000 a year recruiting job. And I was full-time in my business for 3 months. Thank you so much for those roses. I didn't know how to run an online business. I knew how to create content. I had 10 plus years of couponing. I knew how to make a deal. I knew how to make a breakdown. I knew how to help you save money. Running a business, I know about an email list, getting a website, a funnel, a lead. I didn't know anything about running an online business. I was learning stuff through YouTube, but I needed help. 3 months after I was full-time, so 3 months into being full-time, I hired my first serious business coach. Cost me $6,000. I had to pay her $1,000 a month. I had only paid $1,000 a month for my rent. I had paid $1,000 for tuition before. I had paid $1,000 for a down payment of my car. But now this woman wants me to pay her the same amount of money as my rent. My rent was $1,034. I was paying her $1,000 a month. But let me tell you what. My income doubled every single year that I worked with her. I worked with her for 5 years. My business and my life changed working with a $1 million business coach who helped me see things that I had no idea. Like, her coaching today is still keeping me going. From working with her, and not only did she coach me, I got to coach her people. So that coaching completely changed my life. So to date, I've spent well over like $20,000 to $25,000 investing in coaching, and I've made over $400,000 in my business. From sales directly, I made close to $200,000 selling my coaching and my memberships and all the things. I credit a lot of that from what I learned from her and was able to make it my own. Coaching is that important. It will help you get to where you want to go. Yes, there's not so good coaches out there, but you can find good in every coach, even if they're not a not so good coach, right? But coaching is important. I told you why it was important. I shared my story. Okay. I didn't think it was always a problem with authority. I think it's more for entrepreneur spirit. I agree with you. I definitely have an entrepreneur spirit. Coaching helps you curtail your journey. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Okay. Where do I live? Why are you trying to know where I live, sir? I live in Florida. Florida. Okay. So, which brings me to my third one, which I already kind of alluded to. Tell your story. What is your business origin story? Now, I'm not telling you to get on Beyonce's internet and I just listen to Cowboy Carter. I start my hype song to Most Wanted. Levi's Jeans is my number one favorite song. And then we go into Riverdance. Then we get into Tyrant, like Two Hands to Heaven. I just listen to them songs, so I'm real amped up right now. So I use that to like get myself up. But don't get on Beyonce's internet and tell all your nitty-gritty business. That is not what I'm suggesting to you. I'm suggesting that you create and you share, not create, that wasn't the right word. You share your business origin story. How did you start your business? Why did you start your business? What is your story? The Kristen Maximizer story always starts off with, I started teaching women how to coupon. I started that business on a whim because I was sick and tired of my 9 to 5. And I always knew that I was going to be a business owner. Didn't know what my business was going to be. I took a week off of social media. At that point, it was just Instagram and Facebook. Deleted the apps from my phone completely. Prayed to the Lord. If money was no option, what would I do? He said couponing. I was like, bruh. I tried that in 2015. I barely sold a class. No one's going to pay me to teach them how to coupon. A few more days go later. Lord, if money was no option, what would I do? Couponing. I was like, God dag on it. I was really fighting the Lord in this tussle, right? So finally, one day I was like, F it. Me and my daughter were about to go couponing. I went to CVS. I went to Walgreens. I went to Publix. I took my iPhone 6 and I said, I'm going to record us. I'm going to put it on YouTube. Did I know anything about posting to YouTube? No. I told my sister, I said, I know people make money from YouTube. I'm going to post for a year and see if I can make money. I'm going to just post. People keep asking me to teach them how to coupon. I don't think anybody's going to pay me. So I'm going to just make these YouTube videos and wish, hope, and pray that YouTube will pay me and we're going to make it work. What had happened was I got monetized on YouTube in 4 months. I started in August. I got my first check of $342 in January. Flabbergasted. When I got that check, I said, these people have messed up. I can get paid to talk on the internet about something that I've been doing for 10 plus years and something that I was already going to go couponing for me and my daughter anyway. So you mean to tell me they're going to pay me to do this? That when I got that first check, January 21st of 2019, I was like, I got to quit my job. And that was the moment I started my plan to quit my job. That is the origin story of Chris the Maximizer. Then it gets even spicier because I get fired from that job on my 1-year YouTube anniversary. I hit 1 million views on YouTube. It was my 1 year. I was almost at 20,000 subscribers. It was my 1-year anniversary. They fired me. Best thing that ever could have happened to me. Filed for my LLC like the next day. And I said, I'm not getting another job. We're going to make this Chris the Maximizer thing right here work. That is how Chris the Maximizer started. If it wasn't for me doing couponing, I wouldn't be a business coach and a content coach today. But the Lord needed me to be a coupon coach and teach people how to save money and learn all of these things so that I could get to the point of helping women with their businesses. That is my origin story. You start a place and you pivot. So many business owners start with one thing and pivot into something else. Apple, which started as Macintosh, they only sold big ass desktops back in the 1990s and early 2000s. They've evolved. They've changed their name up to Apple. That's why we have a MacBook. It's Apple, but that's why we have a MacBook. The company was originally called Macintosh. Okay. They've evolved. Then we got the iPod. Then we got the iPod Touch. Then we got the iPhone. Then we got the MacBook laptops. Then we got the iPad. Okay? Evolution. You start one place, you end up somewhere else. That's my origin story. And on my anniversary, I tell the whole damn story. I tell the whole story from beginning to end. I take like 3 hours and I sit on live, usually eating crab legs and drinking a margarita. And I tell the whole story. My birthday's next Saturday. I'm going to be on live eating crab legs, drinking a margarita. I will tell y'all the whole story again. I usually tell the story twice a year, okay? I tell the whole story, but that is my business origin story. So when you see Chris the Maximizer, when you hear about my story, people can repeat parts of my story back to me because I tell it so much. But that also allows me to connect with my audience. If you've been fired from a job, if you have this burning desire in your soul to start a business, like I was so, God made me so uncomfortable at my job, like physically uncomfortable, mentally uncomfortable. I was like, I can't do this. Once I started my business, I had so much tunnel vision. I don't even know how the 2019 version of Crystal performed. She was a superhero. Like, I don't even know that version of myself. God gave me, I was working 40 to 50 hours at a 9 to 5. I had a small child that I was a primary caretaker of. And I was working 15 to 20 hours a week on Krista Maximizer. I was posting 4 to 5 long form 30+ minute YouTube videos a week. I was recording, editing, and uploading a video in a day like I was a psycho. But the Lord gave me that because that version of Crystal, she ran a marathon. So this Crystal can walk. Okay. I don't even work that hard anymore. I probably should, but I don't. But that's my story. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Tap the screen on TikTok if this makes sense. Yes in the comments on Instagram and YouTube if this makes sense. Tell your story. What are the pivotal pieces and pivotal decisions and things that you did in your business journey that got you to where you are today? You got to tell your story. Now, there's so much to that story. There is so many twists and turns. There's so much stuff that I'm not going to say on the internet because, child, y'all need to know all my business. But on my anniversary and on my birthday, when I've been drinking that margarita, I may tell some things that I've never told before because there's a lot of parts of it. But I tell the big chunks of it. You need to tell your story. You can tell a story about your business every single week. I'm going to give you a perfect example. I think we're going to talk about this. I think this is one. But, okay. You sell a product, right? Let's just say, because I got the lotion. Let's just say you sell lotion and you make the lotion. One content idea. Show us you making the lotion. Okay? So, B-roll of you putting your ingredients in, putting your essential oils in, mixing it all up, making sure it's the right consistency, putting it in the bottle. B-roll, you spend a minute showing us the process. You voice over and you say, let me tell you about why I started this lotion business. And then you tell a 1 to 2 minute story about why you started the lotion business. But on the screen, I forgot to post my video. I was like, let me post my video. I forgot to post a daggone video before I got on here and started yapping. Anywho, I posted after. On the screen, we are watching you make the lotion, but you're telling us the story of why you started. Does that make sense? Telling the story doesn't always mean face to camera, just you talking. It can mean that. But if you have a physical product, I want you to think show and tell. Show us how you make the product. Show us how you package the product. Show us how you create the product. Show us how you ship the product. And tell us a story, which I feel like should be one of these. Tell us a story. Does this make sense? No one wants to see you buy my lotion. I just came up with a new apple bottle lotion. Go buy it. No. Why should I buy your lotion? Tell us the story. Make sense? Next topic. I'm already like 30 minutes in and I'm barely halfway through. Next content topic. What are questions people ask you all the time? What are questions that people ask you all the time about your business, about your product, about the next one I'll go to, but about your business, about your product, about your story? What are questions that people ask you all the time? If it's a question that somebody asks all the time, answer it. What social media platform should I be on? I make content about that all the time. How do I pick my content topics? I'm doing a live about it right now. How do I start a business? I have 50,000 videos, not 50,000, but I have a bunch of videos on my YouTube channel on how to start a business. Okay. What questions do people ask you all the time? That's content. Anytime somebody asks you a question, that is a piece of content, a video, a live stream that you can create. A story. When I say story, now I'm talking Instagram or TikTok story that you can talk on. Okay. Anytime somebody asks you a question. Next, what questions do your industry get in general? How to coupon? I would answer that question every single day, possibly. Every single week, I was talking about this is how you get started couponing. Now I feel like this is how you create content for your business. This is how you sell in your content for your business. Does that make sense? So what questions do you get in your industry in general? Go on Google, which is my next one. Go on Google. What are people in your industry searching for? What are people who sell your people who are looking to buy your product? What questions are they asking? Go on Google, type in your industry. There's a section that says questions people are asking. All of that is content ideas for you. Okay. YouTube search your industry, which is the next one. Go to YouTube. If you sell lotion, type in handmade lotion. What videos come up? Don't watch the videos. Click on the videos and look at the comments. Look at which is my next one. Go to your competitors. If someone sells a similar or the same product as you, go look at their videos. Don't watch the video. Pause the video. Go to the comments. What questions are people asking? I changed the coupon industry by answering questions. Couponers were not answering questions when I popped on the scene in 2018. They were not asking them in a big magnitude. They were really brushing people off. I started answering all the questions, and my growth showed it, right? Then a lot more couponers started answering the questions, okay? Look at your competitors' comments. In the beginning, I would go and look at their videos. Didn't watch their videos. I would pause the video. I would go to the comments and I would say, what questions are people asking? And from those questions, I would make videos. From those questions, I would go live and answer those questions. Does this make sense? Keep a running list of questions you get. So when people ask me a question, I have a Google Doc and I will type the question in. I have a place where I plan out all my content. I will put it in as a potential topic. I was listening to a podcast and the person on the podcast was like, ask your clients this or ask them that. And I was like, ooh, that's a good topic for a live. Hey, Crystal, add this to your live because that's a great topic. That's a great idea. That's something I hadn't thought about. Let me go ahead and put that in here. So keep a running list of all questions that you get because those could be potential content ideas for the future. Okay. Look up the hashtags on your main platform. So if your main platform is Instagram, go look in the hashtags in your area. Click on the hashtag lotion, hashtag homemade lotion, hashtag homemade skincare, hashtag skincare, body care. Go in the hashtags and see what types of content are missing in your industry that people need to hear. When I was in the coupon industry, one thing that people missed was how to save money on anything without coupons. I would make content about that all the time. Right now, a question or things that I really, really see a lot of that is not a lot of content about is attracting your ideal client with stories and then also selling on live. I don't see a lot of content about this is how you sell on live without saying buy. Selling with the why. I don't see a lot of content around that. So I'm like, you know what? This is my niche. I want to teach you how to sell without saying why. I want to teach you how to sell with storytelling. I want to teach you how to sell on live. So based on the research that I've done on YouTube and on the types of videos in my industry, those are the gaps that I see. So that's the type of content I'm going to create because people are asking these questions. People need these answers. So I'm going to create the content. Does this make sense? Okay. This goes so much deeper than buy my product. You should not be posting buy my product. You should always be telling why. Okay. I talked about behind the scenes product creation and also potential day in the lives. What does it look like to be a business owner industry? What does your life look like as a business owner in your industry? Okay. Show off your product by sharing the why. Tell the story of why you created your product. For instance, if I sold lotion, I would start a video let me tell y'all about why I had to create my own lotion. I was dusty and crusty. My elbows as a child would crack and bleed because no matter what I used, they were always so dry to the point where my mother just started slapping Vaseline on me. And I would be greased up and jellied up all day because my elbows would just get so ashy. And I struggled with having ashy elbows for years. And it made me uncomfortable. It made me feel weird. I did not feel pretty because my elbows were always ashy. So when I got older, I started doing research and I started looking to see like what were the best types of ingredients to moisturize skin. I like Vaseline too, but in this story, not so much. So I started looking up the best holistic ingredients that could heal my really dry skin. Okay. And I did a lot of research and I discovered shea butter and I discovered a bunch of essential oils. So you know what I did? I started mixing them up in the kitchen. I didn't have a formula. I didn't go to school for this. I am not a chemist. I just knew that I needed a way to heal my super dry skin that was on my elbows and potentially use this in other places on my body too. So after like 3 years of mixing it up, I found the perfect formula. And when I tell you, I did not have to use Vaseline on my elbows again. It kept my skin moisturized all freaking day. I didn't feel greasy. I didn't feel gritty. And I didn't have to reapply multiple times per day. So I started using it and then I started using it on my kids and I started letting my family members use it. And they were like, you should sell it. I didn't even think about selling it. It was literally a personal project for me. But when I saw how good it was on my skin, I was like, you know what? It's too good not to share. And that's why I started the Kristen Maximizer lotion brand. Put a number 1 in the chat if you want to buy my lotion. That's how you tell the story. You show us it, you tell us a story about it, why you created it. That would make somebody want to buy more than me just saying, I created this lotion. Go buy it right now at KristenMaximizer.com. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Does this make sense? Yes or no? Tell the story. Show and tell your products. Show your products. Tell the story. No one wants to see buy my lotion, support a small business, support a woman business, support a Black business. You have to tell me why. Why does it solve my problem? Why is your lotion better than Eucerin? Because that's what I be using. I need to know the why. Okay. So those are my tips for helping you pick content ideas. I would love to open the floor for questions. What questions do you have? If you don't have any questions, can you let me know if this was helpful? Okay. If this was helpful for you and you're like, Crystal, you're a genius. I need help coming up with my content ideas. You need to book your 60-minute coaching session. In honor of my birthday, I'm offering a 60-minute one-on-one coaching session, meeting you to help you get to the next level in your business or help you start a business if it's just an idea. 60 minutes, me and you on Zoom. You can ask me anything. I'll support you with anything within your business. My sweet spot, my strong suit is content, consistency, and selling on social media. But I will help you with all aspects from business, from figuring out the idea in your brain, turning it into a business, figuring out what to sell, how to price your offers, planning your content for the next month. I will help you with whatever it is you need help with. And it's in honor of my 35th birthday. So you can get 60 minutes with me, a 60-minute coaching session for just $135. The regular price of this is well over $200. So you're getting it at the lowest price possible. This deal will not be back. I will not be selling 60 minutes for under $200 again. So if you want to book a session with me, if you've been wanting to work with me, but you're not sure if you wanted to work together for 6 months, this is a great way for you to try and see what coaching with me would look like before you commit to 6 months with me. So you can go to KristenMaximizer.com/birthday sale. Spots are limited. Once they are gone, they are gone. But the sale will be available until February 18th. But I highly suggest you get your session sooner than later. It's linked in my profile and in the description box on YouTube. But does anyone have any questions? Questions. I do want to thank y'all so much for joining me. I was mad tired and I almost talked myself out of going live. But I turned on Beyonce, hyped myself up, and was like, I need to go live. I want to do this. I'm not going to hit my goals if I don't go live, right? and I motivated and pushed myself. Okay. So I do want to thank y'all so much for joining me. Please go subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can watch this replay and you don't miss any of my next lives. I'm on the fence about going live tomorrow because tomorrow's Saturday and I usually give myself Saturdays off. But I don't know if I'm going to be available to go live all the days I typically go live this year because work is coming up. My birthday is next week. Me and Kinsley are going to Disney. So there's a lot going on. So my lives may be a little bit off schedule. But potentially I'll go live tomorrow. If I tomorrow or Sunday, I don't know. I'll pick a day. I don't know about both, but we'll see how I feel tomorrow. But I want to thank y'all so much for joining, and I will see you in the next live. Bye.